Let's hope you didn't wake up today to be the enemy of an American patriot.
The hacks that he was able to
Your life must not be that boring.
do prints out a ballot. So the BMDs that they use in Georgia, throughout Georgia, you vote on a touch screen and it prints out the ballot that shows you on paper are. But the vote itself is contained in QR code, so you're not actually validating the vote. One of the things Haldeman was able to do in the trial was make it so the paper ballot, George Washington versus Thomas Jefferson, it shows you that you voted for George Washington on the paper ballot. But on the QR code, when you tabulate it, it's a vote for Thomas Jefferson. And so, yes, that's extremely concerning. I think the fact that on a in Fulton County, the machine cannot be trusted. Whether or not it happened, figure out. That's what the search warrant part will.
So, from that alone, no such machine should. What do you hope President Trump does next when it comes to sure? I'm concerned about primary. They have to be clean elections. Right? How else are the roosters party?
Hi, baby.
As far as what President Trump works, if Congress to federal elections, well, separate the elections, make it a law.
They're fucking us with our down ballots too. That's our local elections. That's our judges, our sheriffs, our county attorneys, our district attorneys, our county commissioners, our mayors, and our city council. So it's time, real American Christian patriots that love freedom fuck back extremely hard.
On voting, they have to be on paper ballots at the precinct level and separate those elections. The most ever have on a ballot, House of Representatives, that can be at the precinct level in a matter of hours.
Congress so are do not cannot America go back.
Well, as far as I know, the regulations that they have on certification and all that stuff, it's all essentially voluntary. But if you don't comply with their regulations, then you don't get funded. And so President Trump does have the power of the purse item in this regard. And how much funding is going into elections last cycle? All their funding. States don't have a voter verifiable vote on them, or centralize all of your votes in one location and have ballots counted in one place. That decentralizes corruption. Right. So it's chaos. And that's how 60 ballots.
So I was glad to see Tulsi there because I've been a lot of trick us into so what I told you about that.
FBI, she the intelligence, and that doesn't mean intelligence. We have domestic intelligence.
Our FBI's fake. Our Department of Justice is fake. Our justice system is fake and hijacked by the offspring of foreign enemy invaders.
So, I'm kind of lost on why she's involved as if there's some sort of now, could there be absolutely certain a lot of credit. And that's something the concern I have is that itself doesn't call for it. It's under seal, so there could be to it. But the war itself right now does not call for the machine. So I'm not entirely sure are parts that we're not privy to.
Yeah, that's about that. Hopefully, this shoe drop. Not sure how hard after the fact, but yeah.
Part of the state election complaint, there's 10 tabulators that they uncovered that records not uh, scanning ballots in the 2020 election in Fulton County. And I think we could see something like a remote tabulator of the election. I've had discussions with technical experts on shows and whatnot, talking about the ability for them to use remote tabulation systems for this. So that is very interesting that Tulsi Gabbard was there. You're starting to see reports that the FDA is reluctant to conduct this.
They were in the.
Well, just tell the story why they want to. I mean, now
They helped steal the fucking election just like they helped JFK. I said, just like how the FBI covered up who really killed JFK. In other words, just like how the FBI has been complicit in killing our heroes, in hijacking our nation, and installing the guy who nobody even voted for. He just happened to be on the ticket as the running mate, LBJ. The FBI is that. The FBI is a shitty mafia that doesn't give a fuck about you. They're not law enforcement. A poorly run mafia that doesn't give a fuck about you. Wow.
Will
Fucking better.
Yash Patel and Pam Bondi retain their positions when they should be fired. And that by them participating in what Tulsi's doing, this will help give them cover to hang on to their positions and continue to spike the Trump presidency. Look at Todd Blanche this morning. It was horrible. Absolute disaster when it comes to truth telling, when it comes to the Epstein files. So what are your thoughts on that?
Fire Ted Bleach.
I haven't duped out over that just yet. I still have a lot of faith in Yash Patel. I've read his government. Yeah, I do.
I read it too, brother. I read it when I was in prison. I got zero faith in Yash Patel.
Look, after 2026, my faith will dwindle very quickly. But for right now, I think that unraveling all of this is a massive complex racketeering case on just about every front, whether it's Epstein, the election, whether it's the G6 Fed's direction, and it's not something that can be done overnight. And I know everybody wants to see something because we have a very short.
Toad Bleach responds with, well, the premise baked into your question assumes there's a list of men who have had sex with underage girls. There's no list. We are not in, the Department of Justice is not in possession of a list. Okay, well, Israel is. Have them give it to you. You feel me now? You find a fine heterosexual chick to suck my dick? Yeah. Where's that honeypot operation for me, baby? You feel me now?
Right?
But fire Toad Bleach. He's making it blatantly obvious. We're being held hostage.
I know. So
we're keeping there. The people will revolt.
Elections. Problem. The election. That's why I predicted this back this year. I said that the first election. Time. God bless you. I'll be back. All right. I have told folks I don't have the widest selection of combat daggers, knives, or high quality brands, that are very good projects. I know you love knives. They've gotten a whole bunch of the knives that were sold out back in. And the new knife, flip knife. I liked it. And so much the knives sold out back in. And bad absolutely amazing. Really easy. And locks for you. This is Forest Green, murdered out. It's got my little signature on it, so there's a little history. This is a great knife. This knife sells in stores for $75 all day long. We're selling it for 40 something, and even bigger discounts, up to 50% off right now. So some of these knives are as low as $20 a piece. It's a great memento. It's a great gift for your friends and family in a folks operation. Go there now. We've got also the murdered out black, and I love how it's that Kydex, and it's got that fine engraved on it, so it gives you that great feeling, that great. Because I got sent hundreds of knives from dozens of companies, and I'm not the one that chose all these. And these are from really good companies, really good quality, and it's just a great deal. And so if you're knife shopping at alexjones.com, and let me tell you what's back in stock. We have the new ones, Alex Jones blackout folding knife, 7.65 assisted opening folding knife, 3.5 high carbon Damascus blade, 1095 plus 515 This is all quality. D2 steel, black PVD coating, and stonewash finish, 3.3 millimeter black thickness, black skin, handle for a secure grip, 15.5 millimeter thickness for confident hand feel. All bearing pivot system for smooth deployment. Nice quality. All black, blackout finish. I call it murdered out. Fast, decisive, assisting, operating, limited production before it sells out. And then we've got the same knife, but it's silver blade folding knife. If you like that, it's got a nice little hook on the end, so you can tie things. The forest green folding knife that is my close second, really a sexy knife. Same as the other one, just got that forest green. Call it forest. Kind of like an in between forest. Nice. Kind of Border Patrol. Call it Border Patrol green. Let's change the name Border Patrol green. That's actually what it is. This bad boy. These all sold out, but they always hold back a few hundred in case orders come in later, whatever. So tip of the spear, Spartan,
Trench knife with brass knuckles, murder out, and the skull crusher. 200 of those. They held back a few of these. It had sold out. There's about 200 left. The Last Fire was beauty limited edition. That one's got braces as well. It's a little different. Skull crusher is this big. Alex Jones Phantom folding knife sold out. They only got 500 of these the first run, sold out in one day. It is back. They got 1,000 of them. And it's just a great knife. Really sleek, really strong, very well made. And you've got it in orange. Alex Jones for an orange folding knife. I like that. We've got the Alex Jones ring blade. This sold out the quickest last time. That's an amazing product. And they're up to 50% off right now at thealexjonesstore.com. While you're there, it's ultramethylene blue. And take advantage of the very best supplements in the world. We'll be right back. Thanks for funding the Second American Revolution worldwide.
For advanced nicotine users only. If you use a Vuse, I vaped the pod down to where it seemed like there's nothing left. Even held it at a 45 and tapped it to get juice residue to go in there as well. Well, anyway, there's always still some juice residue in other parts of that little pod, in the atomizer portion. And if you simply pop off that little metal cap, slight pry on each side, and then very carefully, slowly, little bits at a time, pry the central pod out. Very easy to come out. It'll fly out once you get it going. So that central atomizer that still has a bunch of juice on it, but won't vape. It won't give you a drag, but there's still juice residue on it. I pop that in my mouth as if it's a nicotine pod. Wow, that got strong. That got strong, and then I put 6 drops of methylene blue in my mouth with it, and I started to heave. It was all too. So I started taking drinks of cold water here, and I'm just feeling like I'm dialing in now. Well, and what you do is you don't just straight pop that. It's still got way too much juice on it, even though it won't give you a drag. You set that on a tray, and you let the juice run off of it. You hit that juice with your dab tool, with your nectar collector. And then, after no more juice rubs off of the outside of it, just as you kind of let it slap on the tray a little bit, let it lay there, pick it up and drop it from a couple inches a few times if you want, or just from a half an inch. Just keep slapping that juicy side down on the flatness, and it'll collect down there, and you can get a couple of drags that way. You can actually get a couple of drags via torch that way of nicotine. And then you can suck on that pod. And it's still going to be strong as fuck. It's still going to be every bit as strong as a nicotine pouch or a tobacco pouch. No dab tool, just straight with the collector onto the tray.
Welcome back. Final segment.
Yeah. Secretary of Retribution, the Deep State Marauder. Attorney Colonel Ivan Raiklin. Oh, I missed one. Let me start over. The Secretary of Retribution. Oh, what was this one? This was the first one I learned. And I forgot what Stuart Rhodes just said. The Marauder. Oh, the Deep State Marauder. That's it. The Deep State Marauder, the Secretary of Retribution, the Attorney Colonel Green Beret, Ivan Franklin. He punched Alex Jones with a 1-inch punch. They traded punches. They just traded a 1-inch punch. And Alex said it's the hardest thing he's ever felt. He said, "How'd you do that?" I said, "Well, you just got to put your whole body into it." So when you watch Bruce Lee do it on that footage from 1971 or whatever in Long Beach, California, and he did it to a board on a Chinese game show, and he did it to the guy holding the pad. Yeah, so. Or when you look at the 6-inch, I can't remember if they traded a 1-inch punch or a 6-inch punch. But it was well, basically you can see Bruce. You can see Bruce crouch down and load up his toes. He loads his toes first, and then he's loading his feet, his calves, his knees, his hamstrings, his quads, his hips, his back, his core, he's got this kind of sideways stance, or almost a fencing stance, where his lead hand is the power hand. The lead hand is the power hand. It's not Western boxing. It's not our boxing. It's not all the punching we see our boxers do. That's not what Bruce Lee's doing here. When Bruce Lee or Ivan Reichlin hits you with the hardest thing you've ever felt, it's not from the boxing we see on TV. It's like how a snake strikes. It's like how a snake strikes with the entire body behind the strike. Like springing up into it. It's also similar to how Mike Tyson punches you from a squat. He fully squats all the way down, and with the upward thrust of his squat going into his punch. So it's like you have a lunge. So Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch is like a lunge into the punch, starting from the toes. Mike Tyson's peekaboo, say knockout hook uppercut combination or something. He squats in there. Full squat. He's punching you as he's coming out of a full squat. Imagine that fucking shit. So anyway, so punching you from a fencing lunge. So it's like a half squat. So Bruce Lee's punching you with a lunging squat, and Mike Tyson's punching you with a full squat. Turns out they're both pretty. They both can actually make you fly if you get hit with so anyway. And it would be the equivalent to somebody running at you and landing a perfect haymaker. That will also make you fly. So I've experienced that before. Imagine being such a shitty fighter, your opponent has to take a few steps back, giving you that runway, close his eyes, tilt his head back, and laugh at you. Imagine you're such a shitty fighter, your opponent has to close his eyes, tilt his head back, and laugh at you, and that's the only way you can land on him. So those 3 punches that I just described are the hardest punches in existence, right? For anybody. If you master any of those three, well, the third one's like a lucky. Anybody can run and land a perfect punch if the opponent is standing still. So really, the first two are the ones quite tech, but they're all three just about the hardest punch you can imagine. But probably the running body, literally charging and basically Superman punch somebody with all of core mass behind it in motion already. It's the same concept, but it just depends on does more power come from the momentum of a body in motion already, sprinting across a room, or does more force come out of a squat or a fencing lunge? But yeah, here's Ivan Reichlin. Here is the deep state marauder, the secretary of retribution, the attorney Colonel Green Beret, Ivan Reichlin.
Tell the truth. Why I'm sitting here, I'm honored to be here for the war. Silver knife, you can get this in the store right now. Letter lock. Open like that. It's pretty fine. The person go on the store and buy or trench knives half off.
Well, if I heard that, he was
short. So I would turn up in a second here. She's going to her police department, her sheriff's department, or Seattle PD. She's right out in front, not trying to hide it. She's going to facilitate obstruction of ice. About what ice operates, all the obstruction of law. Not an Insurrection Act. Row. All obstruction, other guys like Freddie kick out the tail lights of obstruct. Invest $4 million funding harboring
fire that night.
Like I said, facilitate and fund breaks for example. So now you have department to assist obstructionists, terrorists. So that's what's happening. That crosses the line. One thing that the department does not have to assist ICE and sit on. That's one thing that's law. What you can't do is assist in obstruction or assist in harboring failed to notify. I asked them, "Do you have a CLPD?" No, that's harbor charge for it. Obstruction to obstruct law enforcement job. So your attention. Tweeting a post by Arthur Waters about in prior administrations, prior year, 2024, all up now. And prior administrations, riots were basically non-existent. And Elon Musk said, well, they must be hiding something very big in this. Foot soldiers there from all over the country. And of course, quite true. But they're hiding already of ground people through the street.
Must be more than
So this is what's happening now because of the fact that that's why I've been talking about quite a long time. Worse in the summer on that. So hey, I've been
Hey, Stuart, good to see you posting again.
in Washington like last week.
Yeah. So it was quite the
So I've been don't know. Yeah, America's secretary. Now, while we're praising Gabbard, so fantastic to see directly fall. Thoughts on that? Think about that.
Tulsi Gabbard. Yeah. And nice cadence. But and a lot of people. I want executive orders that components of the director of intelligence to actually look into federal elections. So if you take a look at the charter of what's known as the NCSC, Security Center, one entity that falls within the director of intelligence that has now I think a couple of these executive orders. 3848 is signed by President Trump by the administration. So, but in this, it says election. So to summarize, it's I to the federal to provide an intel and intel provided president, vice president. So that also when on the second term, if other executive order, Just pick any one. So that executive order was written early on in last year, and that is one of the executive orders that was listed as part of the executive orders of what Tulsi Gabbard had to look into to make sure and impact the nexus. So if I were guessing person, and I looked at got yeah, and holding former government officials accountable for election interference and proper disclosure of that's what I want to stress. I want to go into a little bit more detail on that. Two, one of the previous ones listed as two orders on the press release on the ODNI website from April of last year. Tulsi Gabbard's yeah, if you go, if you print it off right there, pages up there, and take a look at the executive order on what the ODNI to ensure the ODNI is supporting the executive order. Right? It's the whole form. Okay. No, 14152. I saw that. Holding Let's take a look at that one. Let's bring that one up and kind of scroll through that. Holding former government officials accountable for election interference and okay, so one line of thought for me is if you scroll down there, that's specific. Look at section 3. Immediately, the implementation. There we go. They got it up on the screen. So on section, listen closely and watch closely. Section 3 implementation. Effective immediately. The director of national consultation with the director of the central intelligence shall current or active plans held by the 51 memo published by Politico, some people call Politico, about that the Biden criminal syndicate laptop had all the earmarks of a Russian, all complete BS lies, right? And there's someone, I wonder. No. So let's go through the list and let's focus in on Clapper.
She only answers to one person. And it's not JD Vance.
Doug White. Oh, publicly. Did you know that staff America still doesn't know that? So one of the 51 spots, John Brown designated hitter
Go ask.
weaponized. Yeah. Wanted to weaponize it to cover up the so the singular
You need to watch the channel.
So people are like, wait, why are you going in this direction, Ivan? Well, let's back. It's all connected, folks. So you have the CIA, the guy that orchestrated the cover up in order to cover their election heist in 39 states, one of which actually 40 states, because in 39 states, the CIA, the lab incident, the election laws in 39 states, Georgia wasn't one of those 39 states of which coverage changed in Georgia out of nowhere. You had consent decree between Raffensperger and Stacey Abrams, it basically authorized illegal methods of voting, not to mention so when people ask, when Mark Warner, the vice of the Senate Select Committee, asking, why is the director of national intelligence over at this in Fulton County, Georgia? Well, son, how about and I have the responsibility to investigate and conduct counterintelligence for national security purposes, all employees, current and former, and anyone that has a clearance on whether they dedicated and coordinated elements in Fulton County to steal an illegal election with a foreign nexus. So I can bet the bank that there is the foreign nexus, and that is why she is down. And that is why Mark Warner and the rest of the Democratic legal team, the lawyer, if you know who he is, he's the lawyer that represents the quote whistleblower on the call, right? So if you want to back up a little, we're back to the state target list and the briefing that I did while Stuart Rose was in prison and the rest of the J6ers were all today. I'm glad my work is the CIA next. The CIA included supposedly operations
Ugh. Bye CIA. Bye CIA. Bye CIA. Bye FBI. We have come to fuck you. JFK, RFK, MLK, Malcolm X, Pat Buchanan, Charlie Kirk. We are all here to fuck you.
That U.S. Capitol police officer that shot folks in the face, shot folks with their.
We're all here to fuck
into
you.
the crowd.
I brought my friends to fuck you.
Guy arrested. And then all of a sudden, shortly after, apparently, CIA. I don't know about you, but the process to get a clearance at the CIA is a couple of years. Hey, that's it. Johnny Kirkhoff. So I want, and I was as a what's special protective officer, I think it's called, a expo at the CIA, which is, a security guard, is you who was the director of the CIA after January 6th, 2020? Get my internet. Asshole. The Russia hoax effort to try to go after Papadopoulos. And yes, I'm glad to see, based on looking at the breadcrumbs of her being, I would suspect that she connected those dots. Johnny Kirkhoff represented as potential based on game analysis. Platform. She had an alibi. She was playing. But guess what? That alibi wasn't pushed out or understood by her attorney publicly. It was just sent to the media to say that her attorney said that. So there's really no to test whether that's true or not. It was just published. And I guess Jocelyn Valentine believed it and told counterfeit cash.
Federal Reserve note Patel. Chinese Jewish product Patel.
Jocelyn Valentine.
More importantly, the guy spun up.
Yeah. John Radcliffe.
Jewish printed Chinese paper. Patel. Jewish printed Chinese paper Patel. Damn, I'm trying to say that right. Hold on. I'm brushing my teeth right now. Hold on. Jewish printed Chinese paper Patel. That would be Cash Patel. Private Jewish company printed Chinese product Patel.
I know.
Private Jewish company printed. Private Jewish company printed Chinese product Patel.
All the the problem is that the interagency that in U.S. Capitol Police legislative content, the same content that every guess what?
Hey, CIA and FBI. I brought JFK, RFK, MLK, Malcolm X, Pat Buchanan, and Charlie Kirk to help me fuck you. I brought my uncles and my friend to help me fuck you.
That are incriminating that all the black men of all the
Pardon me, my grandfathers, my uncles, and my friend.
So they leverage. That's why the Steve, Kyle, the average show. Here's the problem, though. John Radcliffe power to block those from being that. Yes,
That little Weasley rat. Fucking. Did he have an orgasm when the funding for the weapons to Ukraine went through?
Want to conduct a raid? You kick them out to expedite it. They and save the public. Out the bad right now. Right now, the building, charge, hold out, by show them all. Otherwise, but right about that.
Battery died.
Die.
Oh, wow.
You were shot in Florida.
Man, I fucking started my car 4 times throughout the night just to make sure it wouldn't fucking die. And it fucking died. My fucking battery's dead. There's no transmission fluid. It won't go into gear. My tire's flat. I just wish there was more help. I wish there was more freedom-loving help.
God allowed you to stay on earth. All
Fake people call fake fucking cops on you before they help you.
X, Brakeland, Stack, and defamation law. Go.com. The White House.
He knows the guy.
The amount of work that goes into the detailed reports that you do. Part of that is, but the second part is, okay, if you're out there, you want to be Alex Jones or replicate Alex Jones, Alex teaches you the way to do it. Pay attention. What is learn history? Understand history. Understand what templates to look for. Once you understand that, you understand what the play is going to look like. And then you're just looking for who to cast as my roles. Because you understand the broader course of history, how these things tend to operate, how assassinations tend to occur, how cover-ups tend to happen, how false flags occur, how staged events occur, how also the various forms of COINTELPRO type psyops are to infiltrate dissident movements, to distract them from the real conspiracy, and to think conspiracies if the people otherwise are investigating the real conspiracy. Also to act as a discrediting. So learn the methodology, learn how to look at how to review sources, how to understand the psychology of the participants involved. Once you understand that, you can be much more accurate and predictive at what took place with more explanatory power and more predictive capacity. And that's what Alex does, is vast amounts of work that starts with understanding history. Welcome to the book. The vaccine, the science. Every crisis is an opportunity, and the world will be down with the globalists. Get ultra red at the AlexJonesStore.com. So many incredible stories. Everything you don't tell me about. We talk about that is what we want to part two. If you missed what happened on the program, we're going to give you some overview on all of that. So many incredible guests joined. It was an honor to have them on the program. This is the difference between us versus we talk about everything, but they don't want us talking about it. You know, it was devastating to hear and to see the assassination of Charlie Kirk. But so many on the left celebrated it. It's absolutely disgusting, deplorable. But so many are referring to call it this country is dealing with takeover. Have entered the Democratic Party and have made their way to the highest rankings. And right now, Democrats and moderate Democrats are refusing to call it out. But the reality of it is, we have no fear in our hearts. We will continue to call out the truth. We will not allow these communists to destroy this great country.
That the communists
That's what we do all the time in this program. We call it out. We tell you what the mainstream media doesn't want you looking at. The reality is, you need to be paying attention. If they're trying to destroy this great, we won't let them. We won't let them. You know, we're going to continue to carry Charlie Kirk's memory. We're going to continue to make sure that they don't shy away from saying the truth when it comes to turning point how we vote on this. Because none of us are ready to back down. The left has a clear war on us, and like so many to jump in on this fight. Most of the people in the mainstream want to talk about unity. And throughout the week on this program, we told them unity is not an option anymore. How many times is one side going to put at us? Back and go, probably start throwing some punches back. See, violence is the answer, but when one side is being consistently violent, you must respond. Respond. Okay, but you and although the left it's no longer legal as they persecuted men who try to defend themselves.
fuck no.
The left is this. If they do perform, they can continue attacking us with death threats, with physical threats, with showing up to our events and actually assaulting those who attend.
Grandpa King has a few words for you, CIA and FBI. Israel, Mossad, Shin Bet. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. has a few words for you. He'd like me to deliver.
They don't want you showing up to events. They don't want you speaking for money. They don't like the fact that you're President Donald Trump. Well, now's not the time to back down. You see, the difference between the United States and every other country in the world is that the Constitution has saved this great nation. It's the buffer between us and the communist critics. The reality is we're not going to try away. We're not going to help them win. And again, throughout the week, we discussed all of that. You see, we compiled a bunch of incredible guests on the show, on the show. And the reality is, cancel culture and outlets like Fox News continue to blacklist these incredible guests from coming on their platform. We're going to have people on this program every single day. It's true. Now is the time to back down. Charlie Kirk was a moderator the rest of us. He wanted open dialogue. He was the peacemaker. And they did not. They shot him. And now, when we sit here and we ask Democrats to come together, they won't. They refuse to unify. They refuse to speak down about those who made deadlines against conservatives. They don't want to say all of this. And I look forward to continuing to do that. So let's just go over some of my favorite interviews that we've done this week. Let me remind you, I'm the host of American Journal. You must set my time on your watch because we've got a lot to discuss.
Fuck Israel.
Hey, Chase, good to talk to you again.
I wanted to do a quick plug on the Midway Blue on the long-term effects that it had on me. Back in 2020, I got COVID. My brother and my dad both have eczema. After I got COVID, of eczema.
Fuck Israel, you're on stolen land, bitch. You need to give it back to the Christians now.
Ever since 2020, and the long-term effect of the 99% gone.
That's absolutely incredible. I'm happy. Have you tried it?
On stolen land, bitch.
I have been trying to get my brother to take it and skeptical, but I'll tell you what, I got 4.
You actually admit you murdered those motherfuckers in the past 80 years. You actually murdered all those motherfuckers in the past 80 years and stole their shit. We Americans, we were invaded. We were invaded by British billionaires. And somebody actually took our capital after George Washington and Thomas Jefferson passed away. Hold on, baby. No. Stay there, please. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't fucking do that. Please, thank you. Please, Bella, don't do it. No. 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 Okay, you're good. Anyway, it's like who conquered us and then harmed the Native Americans. We didn't fucking hurt the Native Americans, bitch. This is not stolen land. Somebody fucking stole it from us and the natives. Who the fuck stole this land from us and the natives? Israel, on the other hand? Yeah, you murdered a bunch of fucking Christians to take that shit. And I'm coming to fuck you.
Bottle sitting on my table. I think I'm just going to give it one. And I think if I just give it to I think they'll eventually try it.
That's
so,
Somebody enslaved us and the natives. Who the fuck was it? This is not Teddy Roosevelt.
Roy Nelson's program. Congressman, thank you for being here. We're very excited to have you. Yesterday, you had to sit through all of that. I know the director did a great job at trying to push back on all of these Democrats, trying to spin the narrative. We all want the President Trump laid out. Now Democrats jumping on board because not everything can be released. Your reaction to very particular words that they were using on this topic.
Prior to the Senate with some of the same problems just attacking. And I told Director I said the reason they're attacking is because you're very, very effective. For the first time in a very long time, actually, FBI director. American people first.
What the fuck does that have to do with the FBI? Well, I guess technically they were allowed to give the directions.
Approach director or cold. They cash is that I've sold 30,000 pages, 30,000 documents. What do you mean we're not participating for the FC case? It's stupidity.
That's why, you know, because I can't imagine why all of a sudden they feel inspired to ask documents.
Oh, fuck. What hijacked Rumble's studio? What hijacked Rumble Studio, and why does it have to hijack my speaker if I don't open it first and then speaker? Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go.
Redeem your $100 war bond right now. Just enter the gift code below at checkout, and it will then pay for your purchase and keep the war bond. Nice little memento. Your Alex Jones war bonds right here for whoever watching live puts in one of the codes first. Get $100 spent at the store. For everybody else, they also make great gifts. You can also watch the show at thealexjonesstore.com. There's a listen live.
That is the Christian genocide.
Stream alexjonesstore.com. And even if the globals are successful at shutting down InfoWars, which they're not going to be, I believe, the celebration of the Alex Jones Store officially being open for 1 year. We're launching Live as Fire with 1 year anniversary fundraising sale. This week only, all shirts and hats are just $25, not $35. Plus, we're giving everyone a free $11 to spend on the store this week at checkout. And it doesn't stop there. All orders of Ultimate Burn, an incredible natural weight loss formula, 50% off to celebrate the fire liberty burning with the heart of every info warrior. Be the reason, as guys said,
time for a giant,
always be on the air.
Explosive growth
Respectfully,
of Christianity
for all
here and
your support.
Burn in the street, running through the city with fire in his feet, punching slabs of feet, sweat starts to rise, strength in his heart, you can see it's so power of the might, you fight to burn, he's ready to fight.
Alex Jones. How is Alex? Great. He lost a lot of weight. I saw he's getting he's ready for the next. My friend John Johnson's training. Oh, really? Yeah, he gets up every morning, works out for hours. I think he's lost 70 pounds at this point. He looks fantastic. He looks fantastic. He looks like he's 20 years younger. People think that this is really funny because, his whole business is conspiracy theories. It's a conspiracy that Alex has been replaced. Yeah. But listen, folks, that's real Alex. I've watched every step of the way, and my friend trains him. So I can tell you for a fact that is the real Alex Jones. Quit drinking, quit eating bad food. He's eating healthy food now. He works out every day. It's like no Ozempic, no bullshit, no shortcuts. He did it the right way. He looks great.
You find it all at thealexjonesstore.com, and it funds the most hardcore patriot organization worldwide, absolutely devastating the globalists in our peaceful information war.
Holy shit, he was right about every step of the way.
They're now digging through all of the facts to kind of learn. Really bad treatment, unfortunately. This is the reality. We have far left-wing terrorists living in this country right now, and we have to crack down on this. It's a very serious issue, unfortunately, very seriously. And Charlie Kirk, according to the president, one of his last discussions was blowing the whistle on how egregious these far left-wing organizations were getting and how the president, the federal government needed to get a grip and go after them. Unfortunately, Charlie paid the ultimate consequence in all of this with his life. Now, although we all know where Charlie is now, it should never happen in the first place. It shouldn't have happened in the first place. And it's egregious, it's infuriating, but we're learning more and more about the groups this individual may have been associated with. Again, these are just reports. We're not really getting much in the way of, I haven't seen much in the way of transparency at this point. You know, we're seeing press conferences where they're saying there was Discord chats, the Discord saying there were no chats. We're also seeing leaks being leaked to both the New York Post and Daily Mail, which has been enlightening. But again, I can't 100% say with confidence it's just a report whether these things are true or not. Joining me to discuss is Viva Fry. He is an incredible host over on Rumble. He's a great show that he does every single day. He's also a former litigator, and he is with us now. Viva, I'm excited to have you on today's program, my friend. A lot going on in the world, and it's been a very sad last few days, given the fact that we lost the incredible Charlie Kirk. I just want to take a moment before we dive into the topics for today.
Oh, that's Bammer. It did me dirty.
I had the honor of meeting him once at the RNC inside the Rumble studio. And he seemed like an incredible person, but I didn't know him closely.
Let's just do this.
I know so many people are coming out and talking about how he's so scripture all the time, that he was just an inspirational person.
There we go. That's how we're staying warm.
Reaction to both who he was and the legacy he leaves behind.
Yep.
Well, I less well than others, but I knew well enough. I mean, I've been on his show a few times over a few years. I've known him.
Oh no! What the fuck?
They had to
fuck
pick
no.
someone who's,
come on, bitch.
I say innocent in the sense of pure. They're trying
wrong
to
button.
Their power to demonize him retroactively to make it seem as though somehow
I guess that was the wrong
it's
button.
either morally justified for these psychopaths or not a tragedy because. And you have people now, you know, they called him a bigot, a racist, all of the they describe people who are Christian and proud Christians for the part of the decade. And surprises how something like this happens. But they have to and had to pick someone innocent and pure in a spiritual sense in order for it to have the impact that it has had. Picking on people who are bipartisan, it wouldn't have been the same shocking as this. And in the wake of it, it's like, you know, Robert Barnes and I were talking about it last night during our show. There's 3 levels of shock. You know, how it happened. The third one, the public reaction to this. It's abhorrent. It's not civilized responses. And responses from people who are people do it. It's the culture.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. It's another thing. It's one thing to say, you know, go YF. It's one of the tropes. It's another thing to post videos as this wasn't a man, a father, son, a mother, as though this man was the equivalent of Hitler. I mean, it is what happens in the mind of the individual. They equate silence to violence. When they equate words to violence, when they get to fight silence and violence and the amount of people who I know directly, like it's not just abstract avatars. People, real faces in social circles. It's abhorrent. And I don't know what it takes for a society to step back. Take it so a lot of them, and it's really
Oh, are you okay? I'm sorry. Oh, Baba Dog, are you okay? Sorry about that. Ooh, I didn't know that was going to happen.
You don't rejoice in kill a terrorist. You think, okay, it was a necessary thing to do. You don't rejoice in murder unless you are a psychopath. And we are witnessing a generation of villainous psychopaths on social media who think it's cute to bat their eyelashes. I'm so glad.
Say that there are investigations regarding a lot of these groups that we're discussing right now. Let's play that. That's very enlightening.
Don't do that. Don't worry.
The problem is on the left. People like this
Fuck. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it, motherfucker. God, motherfucker. Stop, I gotta stop. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, I wish somebody would help us with money.
Yeah.
I wish somebody would help us with fucking money. You know what I mean? So we don't fucking die in the cold and shit. I wish somebody would help us with money. Please God, let somebody 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 help us with money. There's so many paid protesters, and we're stuck in a parking lot. Please let somebody help us with money. Please God, please. Please God, let somebody help us with money. Please. Please let somebody help us with money, please.
Once the funding goes away, then these groups will slowly start to fall too.
Please, I'm going to work as hard as I possibly can. Please let somebody help us with money, please. Please don't let somebody hurt us by calling the cops on us. Yeah, don't try to hurt us by calling the cops on us. Please let somebody help us with money, please. Please let somebody help us with money. Please let somebody help us with money. Help us with money. Bill Gates falls. Schwab hits the ground. Please God, let somebody help us with money. Please help us with money, God. God, help us with money. Help us. Help us. Help us. Please help us. Not hurt us. I know that you why I don't act right. I could you. I don't know. But please God, let somebody help us. Please let somebody help us. Please God, help us with money. Please help us. Please help us, God. Please help us with money. There's so many paid protesters take our rights away. Trying to steal our land, our jobs, our freedom, our women, our culture. And they have so much money. Please God, help me and my dog with just a little bit of money, please. There's so many evil rich people in the world. Please help us with just a little bit of money, please. I'm not asking for much, man.
So thank you for being here, Sarah. I appreciate it as always.
Help us with enough money. Get out of the situation.
Order for $100. Or bond, it gets mailed to you with a one-time promo code you use. So when I show these on air, whoever puts one of these in first, it's $110. But when it comes in the mail, you can use it once for $110 in the store. And it's a nice memento to know that you supported the operation at such a key, critical time. Alex Jones War Bond, $110. Redeem your $110 War Bond right now. Just enter the gift code below at checkout, and it will then pay for your purchase, and you get to keep the War Bond to hang on the wall. A nice little memento. Your Alex Jones War Bonds right now. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So $770 right here for whoever watching live puts in one of these codes first. You get $110 to spend in the store. For everybody else, they also make great gifts. You can also watch the show at thealexjonestore.com. There's a listen live area right there with the streams. TheAlexJonesStore.com. And even the global